everybody. Happy Friday. Woohoo, it's a beautiful day. I hope you all got out and enjoyed a little bit of the sunshine and the warm weather. I know I did. Whew. I'm happy to be here though. A lot of people did say they were coming today, so we'll see who is the winner, the practice or the weather. This is actually an introduction to the class, which starts in 15 minutes, and it's all about chakras and how to really connect with your chakra system so that you can heal it from internally rather than all the outside sources, which is really what focuses, what we spend our time focusing on is what's happening outside. But the answer to the healing comes from within. So although the outside stimulus is, can be overwhelming, I don't claim it to be because I don't stimulate with my outside self very much, right? I kind of stay within, I meditate every day and kind of live in this meditative state. Believe me, there's a lot of stuff going on in my life that, I really wish wasn't going on in my life, but there's nothing I can do about it. I have to stay in the flow of it, right? It's my reaction to the situation. It's not the situation. We all have stuff. My stuff isn't the same as yours, and yours isn't the same as somebody else's, but we all have stuff. And when we start to be aware that everybody's going through something and we can all help each other, that's why I started doing this, right? So I really wanted to talk about the chakras in this 15-minute introduction before we get started with the class. But I do want to, let everybody know that we'll need some earbuds for this class. At the end, I'm going to play the gong. Make sure you got some loose, comfortable clothes on. Today, I actually have a table and a chair, which I'm going to bring into the picture. So for those of you who have been coming regularly, you can stay on the floor, do everything we've been doing on the floor, but I want to show people how to do it with a table and a chair because a lot of people can't get on the floor, right? And I used to be one of those people, and now I want to be on the floor, right? Because if you keep saying you can't get on the floor, you can't do this, you can't do that, then that's how you'll always be, right? I think Henry Ford said, whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, you are right. So that's kind of my motto of what I live by, and I always choose to believe that I can somehow, and that's what the class at 4 is about. It's about how to get you into the place where you can do the physical things and the emotional things that you want. So it really has a lot to do with the chakra system, and I was focusing on chakras today in this introduction because I think a lot of people hear about it and they think they know what it is, but it's really energy centers with which you can work, right? But if you're not consciously doing the work with these energy centers, it's just something that you know. Yes, I know about the chakra system. Yes, I know I've heard about being grounded and sitting up straight and opening the heart chakra, but if you just listen to that talk or have conversations with people and you're not really actually doing the work with the chakras, nothing's really going to happen. You might start to feel a little bit more aware of information in your body, but it's really up to you to take that moment and decide, okay, I'm going to do something about root chakra, right? If you're not grounded, if you're feeling insecure, not knowing which way to go, and you just always got too much going on and up here in your head all the time, that's you need to get grounded, right? So concentrating on the lower chakras is really the key. Sorry, there's a little fly in my house from all my plants, we're all up here all the time, right? With all this emotional stuff, this heartbreak stuff, this, we get drawn into what's happening in the world outside, and it's really important to keep a balance so you're not overwhelmed by what's happening in the world outside, right? So it's okay to connect and to help people if you can right now. Help yourself, really. It would be better to just stay home and help yourself. This is the grand opportunity right here. What else you got going on? And thank you to all those who are out there keeping, things moving. But what becomes an essential service is Pepsi. Having Pepsi on the shelf an essential service? I don't think so. I saw a Pepsi truck out on the road today. I'm like, that doesn't make sense, right? We don't need Pepsi. All the people at the Pepsi factory are going to work to make Pepsi, and that's not really an essential service, while people who are, hairstylists can't even open and provide some haircuts. All right, anyway, let's not get political. Back to the chakra system. So anyway, all this information, it draws us here and there, tugs at our heartstrings, keeps our minds going, right? So in order to get through all this more easily, we have to stay grounded. So not focusing on the energy up here, focusing on the energy in the lower chakras, right? Personal power, willpower, motivation, ambition, courage. That's the power chakra. That's the core. And I'm going to do some little bit different stuff. Like we kind of got into a flow with this Kundalini, and we'll do a little Kundalini too. But I want to do some other stuff today, feeling like changing it up again. For the power chakra, the sacral chakra right below the belly button, that's our creation energy, right? That's our joy, that's pleasantness, right? That's our energy with which we create, not just create babies physically, but creation energy, right? If we're not in a relationship with anybody, or we're just not in a very sexual place, we don't have a partner, or we don't want to have children, we can harness this creation energy to create other things, create our lives. But you have to get grounded all the way down to the root chakra in order for any of this to work, right? So that's why you have to start at the root chakra, which is why we've been doing Kegel exercises, right? So squeezing and releasing the muscles of the pelvic floor, very important. You got to do them every day, all day long. The more the merrier. It's not going to hurt you, right? You don't want to hold your pelvic floor muscle. You don't want to just squeeze it, because that's fear, right? When we get into fear, we squeeze everything real tight. And as you get to know your body, you're going to realize where you've been holding tension, and getting to know you, right? Coming into awareness of your body will help you to understand where to let go of the tension you're not even aware that you're holding right now, right? Could be the tongue at the roof of your mouth, could be your pelvic floor muscles squeezed, could be your toes tight. I see people with their hands, they're just sitting with their shoulders tight, right? Not even connecting. So little by little, we let go of these layers of tension that we hold in our bodies through this class and through consciousness of the chakra system. And I just posted a chakra chart onto the Facebook community page, the page that you're at right now. So right now, I can't share it. I'm not that tech savvy, but if you want, you can look right on the page, and there's a chakra chart, and you can download it and save it and share it, or do whatever you want to do. But it's really important to start to memorize what energies are in what chakras, so you can come into awareness of what part of the body you want to be working on, right? And I would think, most people that I know who've come to me for private sessions are needing to get connected, get grounded, right? So we can't heal any of this heartbreak, heartache, this, mind going everywhere until we get grounded, right? Because faith is really, the thing that helps us to move forward. And it's funny, because faith is the crown chakra, right? That's our connection with source, or God, or universal energy, life force energy, whatever it means to you. It's the top energy center, right? It doesn't have to be a spiritual thing. It's an energy center, right? So it connects out to the higher, outer realms, whatever you want to call it. But if we don't stay grounded, we don't have the connection that we can use for our physical body, right? So it's important that we do want to finally let go and reach the higher realms, but we have to stay grounded, right? And that's really the important part. And when you can establish the both connection at the same time, that's when life tends to get a little bit easier. I'm not saying that things don't happen in life, but you flow through the things much easier, right? Whether they're physical, emotional, aches and pains, or a car accident, God forbid, or all the things. We've all been through stuff. All right, so the root chakra is for staying grounded. There's things you can do for the root chakra, like drink roots teas, ginger root, licorice root, dandelion root. Start drinking some roots teas if you need to get grounded. Wear the color red, right? Red rubber band around your wrist, red socks, red underwear if you don't like wearing red. Something that you will notice red. Get a red candle, set it up at your altar, burn it at night when you come home. Get something red for your desk if you're working or whatever, and really focus on being grounded. Do Kegel exercises throughout the day. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release with the breath work, right? I'll do a little bit of the breath work in a minute. I just want to kind of finish up with the chakra system, and then we'll explain the breath work, and then we'll get started with the class. So if you already know these kinds of things, go ahead and make sure your space is set up. If you want to still listen to the rest of this chakra explanation, then I'll give you a minute to get your space set up before we start the class. The sacral chakra, the root chakra, the power chakra, those are the things that are our earth energies, right? And so those are the things we need here on earth to survive and have a good life. And when we do the breath of life, which is the tradition I learned was called the breath of life. Some people, I think yoga traditions calls it Ujjayi breath. Some people call it circular breathing, and there's a nickname to it called the wave breath, and that's the breath that we do. And the goal is to do that breath throughout the whole class for the whole hour. Never disconnect from your flow of the breath, because when you get into language, which I'm very much into, I speak 3 languages plus a dialect of English called Patois. And language is sacred, and the words you cast are actually spells you are casting. The words you say and the thoughts you think are spells you are casting, right? That's where spelling kind of comes into the whole picture, right? What spells are you casting by what you're thinking or focusing on all the time? Are you focusing on the problem, or are you focusing on the solution, right? Every day, yes, there's a problem, but I'm not blowing about the problem. I'm like, okay, what can I do today to get to the solution of the problem? And that's how we move forward positively and in good health. All right, so, basically getting grounded, doing the Kegel exercises, all those kinds of things will really help to then bring this energy into balance up here so that you can have a little bit of peace of mind, so intuition can then take over, right? It's like you have a million things you want to do, but what should I do first? And then this didn't work, and that didn't work. It all didn't work because you weren't grounded. So once you get grounded, then you can move up through the heart chakra. There'll have to be some forgiveness, right? The heart chakra is all about forgiveness. And if there's one thing, the most powerful thing I can say about forgiveness is the act of retrieving your soul and bringing it into the present moment. Forgiveness is the act of retrieving your soul from the time when it was hurt, retrieving it, bringing it into the present moment, saying that no longer exists. I'm not going to have that in my energy anymore, letting it go, right? And that is something you can do through this breath work, through this circular breathing, this breath of life, right? Because breath is our connection to the life force energy that flows through us, whether you're looking to it spiritually or whether you're looking at it scientifically. The only difference between life and death is breath. So when we start to become aware of how powerful breath is, it really is the door and the aha moment to like, wow, everything I need is in breath. So let me take some deep breaths, connect with myself, bringing in source energy and really opening the heart. And then you start to get really get to know who you are. And you already know who you are, but you were never okay maybe to step fully into that. And so this will help you to just step forward, and that's how you get success. Then the law of attraction starts to bring you what you want, because you're in balance and in alignment with what your soul's purpose is. So it takes a practice, right? I don't want to discourage people. I had a bunch of issues going on, and we could talk more about that if you want, privately. But I was on the floor 3 times a day, every day for 2.5 years. 3 times a day, every day for 2.5 years. 2.5 years, every day for 2.5 years, right? So it's similar to the time you have now to do these things, right? I was in a really bad shape. I had a lot of healing to do. So, getting on the floor and getting on your knees is very important, and a lot of people can't get on their knees, and that's why we have the table and the chair today. But the goal is for you to be able to get on your knees, because getting on your knees is where you get grounded. The floor is where you get grounded. Up here in a chair and a table, you're not grounded, right? Grounded is getting on as low as you can. Touch the ground. Sit outside in the grass. Take your shoes off. Walk barefoot, right? Grounded. And then don't just walk barefoot. Feel your feet against the grass. As you inhale, bring the energy of the earth up through your body, right? We can do all these things. I do them every day, right? And that's what keeps my energy high. I stay connected to nature, and you should see my house. I have 100 plants in here. So, I take care of them because I don't have a yard. I have, space outside, but it's not my personal space. So, these things that we're doing in this class become habits, and then it turns into our life. It's right now it's a practice, because you have to practice being good at it. But once you're good at it, once you can draw the breath up and move it through the chakra system and connect with your thoughts and going, okay, they're spiraling out of control. I need to get grounded. Let me make sure everything's relaxed. Let me take some deep breaths, and then you avoid going down that rabbit hole of anxiety and anger and fear and depression, and you reconnect with yourself in the moment, and then you can really focus on the solution. All right, so Ujjayi breath of life, you have to breathe into your belly. And if you close the latch in the back of your throat halfway, it really helps you regulate the breath through the body, right? So you close that latch. That's that same latch you use if you were to gargle. When you close it, right? So you close it just halfway so that the oxygen can flow through, and you want to breathe into your belly. So you take a deep breath. It sounds like this. Right? Maybe I'll come a little closer because there's a lot of birds today. I don't know if you guys can even hear me. All right, let's do some Ujjayi breath. So you fill up your lower abdomen, fill up your belly, fill up your lungs. Feel the breath flowing through your body. And then as you exhale, just let everything fall back down. And then again, fill up your lower abdomen, your belly, your lungs. Draw the energy up. Keep the latch in the back of your throat closed halfway to make that wave sound. Feel the weight of your body on your sit bones. Breathe nice and deeply. Stay with your breath. Really start to go within. Close your eyes. Stay with your breath. Feel your breath flowing through your body. Draw the energy up from the root chakra as you inhale. And then as you exhale, everything go back down and out. If you're sitting in a chair, sit up all the way up at the edge of the chair. Don't sit back. Everybody else, stay with your breath. Stay with what you're doing. In the chair, sit up, cross your legs. Let your thighs fall open and sit up nice and straight on the chair, right? Nice deep breath. And that is Ujjayi breath. So, if you're practicing Ujjayi breath and mind starts to wander, that's where mantra comes in. Mantra is the self-hypnosis of the practice, right? So your mantras are, what are you saying to yourself? Your self-talk, that's your mantra, right? What spells are you casting by what you're thinking or saying every day when you get up? Are you focusing on a great day, abundance, beautiful, glad you're alive, what can I create today? Or are you like, oh my gosh, I can't pay my bills and my car is broken, right? It's like, what are you focusing on, right? So focusing on the positive, staying with that breath, right? And while I'm talking, everybody stay with your breath. Start to really feel that flow. Right, I'm going to stay in the chair because it's actually easier for me to teach from the chair because my ankle kind of gets cramped down there. So I'm going to stay in the chair. Everybody just get comfortable. Make sure you're sitting up straight, whether you're on the chair or whether you're sitting on the floor. If you need a bolster under you to sit up straight, that's really the important part. And every once in a while, switch your feet, right, so that you have that balance. All right, we are going to start with some Kundalini breath work. And in Kundalini, it's really important to do some mantra. So we are going to do a mantra, just the mantra of Om. So take a nice deep breath, fill yourself up, and then Om. And really just bringing Om from here, not from up here, not yelling, but coming from the core and exhaling Om, right? We'll do 3 of them. Do them at your own pace. And just sit with that vibration. Feel it buzzing through your body. Breathe. Nice deep belly breaths. Draw the energy up slowly. Keep the latch in the back of the throat closed halfway. All the way up. Fill yourself up from the bottom to the top. And then exhale, release it back down. Excellent. Stay with your own breath throughout the whole class. We'll do all the movements on the exhale. So not necessarily when I tell you to do them as you're exhaling. And every time I go into just talking, you stay with your breath. Don't disconnect from the breath. The breath is where our connection lies, and that's where what we manifest, right? So stay with your breath. Stay connected to what's out there for you. Be open to receiving, right? And that's the intention for this class. Make sure you're sitting up nice and straight, whether you're on the floor or in the chair, right? That's very important. All right, staying with the breath. what I really want to do is get the spine moving. So let's put our hands here on our shoulders, or you can put them up like goalposts. You want 90-degree angles, right? So either way, you want that 90-degree angle. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. In and out of the belly. You don't have to do your whole full breath of life, but you really want to breathe in and out of the belly. Just do it at your own pace. If you need to go slower, don't go so far. Just do whatever's comfortable for you. Nothing should hurt in this class. You got to start somewhere, and you just start slowly, and little by little, you'll go further and further. The more often throughout the day you do this, the better you'll feel. Keep going. The left side is the masculine side, the receiving side. The right side is the feminine side, the giving side. So we're transferring that powerful masculine energy, receiving. Inhale. Bring it over to the giving side, right? We're transferring the energy from left to right, left to right, power to giving, right? Keep going, 10 more. And slowly coming to a stop. Woo, if you can use visualization to just visualize that you're shoveling that strong, I visualize like almost like sand or deep dirt soil from Mother Earth, and I'm just shoveling it over, right? Just bringing that grounding energy, that's boulders or rocks or heavy sand, and just shoveling it from one side to the next. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Just transferring it. It really makes your body feel good and clears your mind as well. All right, the next Kundalini breath work we're going to do, again, maybe recross your feet, sitting up nice and straight on the edge of the chair if you're sitting on the chair. You can rest your hands on your thighs or on your knees. We're going to inhale, chest forward, exhale, scrunch back. Inhale, exhale. Do it at your own pace. Arms are relaxed. You're not moving your arms or your hands. Just your lower spine and your chest. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhaling into the belly. If you can close your eyes and go within, start to feel your spine. Filling up that belly, and then exhale, just scrunching all that oxygen out. All right, a few more, 10 more, keep going. Inhale, exhale. And slowly coming to a stop. Take a nice deep breath if you need to. Exhale out the mouth, whatever feels comfortable, but then get back to your deep belly breaths, closing the latch in the back of your throat halfway. Sit on your sit bones, feel yourself grounded. Breathe, nice deep breath. Draw the energy up through the chakra system, up to the crown. Relax, make sure your tongue is relaxed, jaw is relaxed, sinuses, shoulders are up, sternum is up, exhaling down, breathe. Just feel your body from those two exercises we've done. Just start to notice what you're feeling. When we keep the latch in the back of the throat closed halfway, it regulates our heartbeat, slows it down immediately. Couple 2-3 breaths, and you have slowed your heart rate down. You're regulating it yourself, right? That's why it lowers blood pressure and helps you get off those types of medications if you want to. Feels so good. All right, the next thing I want to do is fire breath. And fire breath is pushing all the oxygen out of your belly through your nose by pulling your belly back. So the contraction initiates the exhale, right? So it's basically back to exhale, right? So the visualization for this is the power chakra. So keep going, keep practicing while I'm talking, right? So you pull the belly back to exhale, and that, imagine just pushing all that power chakra, need to control gut issues, right? If you're having any kind of gut issues and mid-back issues, anything in this part of the body, a little extra weight around here, whatever you got going on, this fire breath will get rid of it. So it looks like this. But you can do it as slow or fast as comfortable for you. You just want to pop that belly back, right? And that pushes the oxygen out. So do 50 more at your own pace. Keep going. You're going to start to feel that burn in the gut area. Push it out, push it out, push it out, push it out, right? Pop that belly back. You're not pushing your belly out. You're pulling it in to initiate the exhale, right? Keep going. 20 more. Make sure everything else is relaxed. Your tongue and jaw, even your pelvic floor should be relaxed. You're only pushing right here from the gut. And slowly come to a stop. Get back into a nice deep belly breath. Close the latch in the back of your throat. Draw the energy up. Relax the jaw and tongue. Exhale, let everything fall back down and out. Feel your core now from that fire breath, right? So when you're mad, if you've got digestive issues, don't do this after you've eaten or if you have your period, women. But anything else for digestive issues and anger, things like that, that fire breath is great. I used to do it 3, 4, 5 times a day. I would catch myself getting angry or frustrated, and I would do fire breath, right? So do 20, 30, 50 of them at a time and set intention to release, let it go, push it out, right, by pulling back. All right, great. So stay with your circular breathing. We're going to do alternate breathing now, right? So get back to the latch in the back of the throat being closed, sitting up nice and straight. Tongue relaxed, shoulders relaxed, feel your sit bones. Breathe into your lower abdomen, fill up your belly, your lungs, draw it up, exhale, release it back down. Keep the latch in the back of the throat closed halfway. We're going to make a hang loose sign with our right hand, hang loose. And on the next exhale, you're going to close the right nostril with your thumb. Then inhale left, switch, close the left nostril, exhale right. Inhale left, close, exhale. Sorry, I'm backwards. Anyway, so you're switching after the inhale, and you use your thumb and your finger to close each nostril, right? So you inhale, switch, exhale. Inhale, switch, exhale. Inhale that same side, then you switch, exhale. Do your nice deep belly breath. Keep the latch in the back of your throat closed, tongue and jaw, everything relaxed. Keep going at your own pace. Feel the breath flowing through your body right up to the third eye. This is a third eye technique. Draw it up from the sacral chakra, root chakra, up through the heart. Switch at the third eye. Bring it back down the other side. Checking in with yourself. Make sure all your parts are relaxed. Keep your connection with your sit bones and your third eye. 3 more. And then slowly coming to a stop. Woo! All right, wow, we just did a lot of breath work. All right, a lot of breath work. Can you feel it through your body, right? Your spine has been warmed up. all kinds of stuff. We're going to do one more Kundalini, and that's going to be for neck and shoulders, right? So we have gotten grounded, we have brought it up, we have done the center, and if you're at a desk, all you need to do is do this. Look how good you feel. Take 5 minutes every hour to do some of these, and you're going to feel amazing. All right, the last one we're going to do again, inhale, exhale, into the belly only this time. We don't have to do the whole breath. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Breathe in and out of the belly. Just let the shoulders fall. Lift them up, let them fall. Hands and arms stay relaxed. Make sure your jaw and tongue, everything else is relaxed. Breathe. Enjoy my music while you're breathing. I didn't turn my phone off today. Stay with your breath. Inhale, exhale. Just feel the energy in your neck and shoulders now, right? Do it at your own pace. If you can't do it real tall, that's okay. Just do it a little bit. Just do it a little bit. And little by little, you'll loosen up. All right, 10 more. Come on. Stay with your breath. I'm going to turn my phone off. All right. There we go. All right. Slowly coming to a stop. Woo. All right. Feeling good. Let's stand up. Stay with your breath. All right, as you're standing up now, you want to get back into your Ujjayi breath. Nice deep belly breath, slowly bringing it up. Even people who are standing up, sitting, stand up. You can use your chair to hold on if you need to. That's what I do sometimes, but eventually you'll be able to get rid of the chair. All right, so we're standing up nice and straight. Straight means that your knees are loose, root lock is in, sternum is up. Put your hands on your sacral chakra. Take nice deep belly breaths. Keep the latch in the back of the throat closed. Feel your weight of your feet, of your body on your feet. Kind of bounce a little bit. Breathe. Nice deep belly breaths. Feel your whole belly expand. Keep the latch in the back of the throat closed halfway. Fill yourself up, pulling all that powerful energy up like a straw through the body, and then exhale, bring it back down. All right, if you've connected with your belly breath, you can drop your hands, relax, shoulders down, root lock in, knees loose, stay with your breath. On your next exhale, slowly dangling down, just as far as it's comfortable for you, even if it's just a bit. Just go to where it's comfortable. Stay with your breath. Let gravity pull you down. Keep your knees loose. Don't try to touch your toes. Relax your hands and shoulders. Breathe. Stay with your breath. If you need a chair, if your back hurts, you can just dangle down onto the chair. The important part is to be relaxed, right? So that your back can relax and your knees are relaxed and you stay with your breath. And eventually when that pain goes away from your lower back, you can let go and come all the way down, right? But it might take some weeks or even months. All right, stay with your breath. Let gravity pull you down on every exhale. Woo, and then on the next exhale, slowly coming up, vertebrae by vertebrae, your head being the last one to come up and get in a good posture. Knees loose, root lock in, sternum up, breathe. All right, feeling good. Stay with your breaths. Nice deep breaths. Keep the latch in the back of the throat closed halfway. Keep your feet grounded on the floor. On the next exhale, bring your arms up. Clasp your hands, elbows wide, arms are soft, shoulders are down. Breathe. Stay with your breath. Keep that spine elongated, neck elongated, knees loose. Keep your root lock in to protect your lower back. Just stand with your elbows wide, arms relaxed. Breathe. Just breathe and relax. On the next exhale, twist to the left this time. Stay with your breath. Just keep your spine elongated. Stand in this position. Relax. Elbows wide. Stay with your breath. And then on the next exhale, slowly just leading over toward the left side. Breathe. Stay with your breath. Don't hold your breath. Just go far enough where you can still breathe and relax, but you still feel the stretch down the right side. Arms are still soft. Breathing. Knees are loose. Feeling the stretch, getting heavier with every exhale. And then slowly coming back to center. Let's drop the arms. And let's jump it out. Let everything flop. Stay with your breath. If you have to hold on to the chair and do it, that's fine. If you can only go up on your heels, stay with your breath while you're jumping around, letting it all go. Excellent. Get back into a good posture. Knees loose, root lock in, sternum up. Nice deep breath. As we exhale, arms go back up. Shoulders stay down and relax. Elbows wide, root lock in, breathe. On the exhale, twisting to the right this time. Keep your spine in alignment, neck in alignment, elbows wide. Just relax, breathe. Keep the latch in the back of the throat closed halfway. Fill up your lower abdomen, belly, then the lungs, all the way up. On your exhale, just gently falling to the right side this time. Just enough to be comfortable so that you can still breathe. Nice deep breaths. And then just let gravity do the work as you exhale. Feel the stretch down the left side. And then slowly on the exhale, coming back down and jumping it out. Stay with your breath. Keep going, breathe. Excellent. All right, let's do the back stroke. Knees loose, root lock in, sternum up, big circles, let your elbows lead. Breathe. Keep your root lock in to protect your lower back. Look behind you, right? Nice and easy. Just look as far as you can look, and then you'll notice when you get better, you'll be able to look further and further behind you. So that's how you can kind of see how far you're going. And if you can't get your arms all the way up and around like this, because you really want to create that stretch, if you can really do this fully, create that stretch through here, nice and really open, exaggerate. But if you can't, and you can just go like this, right? And do this, and just go like this. All right, keep going, stay with your breath, keep your root lock in, and sooner or later, your arm will get bigger, and then eventually you'll be able to do it, right? Nothing should ever hurt in this class. All right. Keep swimming. Now let's relax. Pretend you're swimming at your favorite swimming spot. Such a beautiful day. We're all out there swimming in the ocean. Breathe. Feel your body floating. Feel the sun on your body. Stay with your breath. And slowly going back to shore to get our smoothies, our Mai Tais or our rum punches. Breathe. And then slowly jumping it up. Awesome. Woo. All right, see, a little mini vacation. Come to this class, you get a mini vacation. I'm feeling much better, right? Already. All right, noticing your body. Let's stand up straight, knees loose, root lock in, sternum up. You know, we all have different things we're feeling. Make sure everything is relaxed. Nice deep breaths. Close the latch in the back of the throat. And then exhale. Let's slowly dangle down one more time, just as far as comfortable for you. Breathe. Again, if you need to rest on the chair, on your couch, that's fine, but stay with your breath. Feel your whole torso expand as you inhale. And then as we exhale, just relax. Let your body let go. Breathe. Make sure your head is relaxed, your fingers, your hands, your elbows are loose. Staying with your breath. Your knees are loose. Just letting yourself dangle. And then on the next exhale, slowly coming back up. Ooh, awesome. Yes. All right, let me see what time it is. All right. Everybody's feeling good. Nice, good posture, knees loose, root lock in, sternum up. Let's clasp our hands behind our backs, but don't pull down. Nice and relaxed, right? You can use your hands to kind of keep your root lock in. You can use your shoulders to help you keep your sternum up. I stood like this for years. No matter where I went, no matter where I was, no matter what I was learning, doing, I would stand like this. Knees loose, root lock in, my arms behind me, and being aware of lifting my sternum. I had to lift my sternum. It was like part of all of my back pain. And if you have lower back pain, this is probably it. Also, if you have pain in your neck and shoulders, it's because you drop your sternum. And it's not a matter of slouching, it's just dropping that sternum. We need to keep the rib cage up, and that releases the tension in these muscles. That's really all it is. It's not anything else than that. So, all right, keeping the sternum up. This is a great way to stand, right? I'll stand sideways so you can remember to be relaxed in this pose. Take your nice deep belly breaths. And just feel how good you feel standing this way. Make sure your tongue is relaxed, your jaw is relaxed, knees are loose, root lock is in. Draw that energy up from the root all the way up to the crown. And then on the next exhale, we're going to dangle down again, but just as far as you can with your hands clasped, right? So exhale at your own exhale, and just go as far as you can. And then stay with your breath. Feel your whole torso expand, and then as you exhale, just let yourself go a little bit more. Even if you're just going a teeny bit, that's fine. Just stay in that pose. Breathe. And just like gravity, do the trick. Keep your knees loose. Stay with your breath. You can bounce a little bit if you're already pretty flexible. And if you're just like up here, that's fine. Just stay up here and just allow yourself to relax. And allow yourself to relax. Eventually you'll get down. You're not going to get down right away, right? So just take it little by little. Stay with the breath. Let go on every exhale. And then on the next exhale, slowly coming back up. Ooh, letting go. And jumping it out. Just let it go. Breathe. Just let your arms flap around. Don't push it out. Don't shake. Don't, go like this. Let it bounce, right? That's important. All right, I think it's time to get on the ground, but we're gonna do it the usual way. So stand at the end of your mat. Make sure you have space. Now, if you can't do a downward dog, get your table or your chair in front of you right here. Stay with your breath as you move around. If you can't do it, get a chair, and you can do it like this against a chair or your couch, all right? All right, so stay with your breath. On the next exhale, slowly dangling down first, letting it go. You can shake your shoulders, stay with your breath, knees loose, and just notice how much further you're able to come down now than when you first started, right? You're way down here. Make sure your head is relaxed. In this position, all the tension from the neck and shoulders comes right out of the arms. Stay with your breath. Let it go with every exhale. All this tension from your head comes right out of the crown down into Mother Earth. Just getting heavier and heavier with every exhale. Then on the next exhale, walking forward into that downward dog. And just being relaxed in this pose. Heels are up, knees are loose. Distribute your weight evenly. Breathe. Stay with your breath. And then exhale, allow your heels to fall, right? Stay with your breath. And maybe on the next exhale, push yourself back a little bit. Stay with your breath. If you're in the chair, you can flatten your back, right? The goal is to flatten the back. Even if you can't do it now, you can do a little bit, and little by little, you'll flatten your back. Keep your knees loose. On the next exhale, slowly coming down onto the floor. Excellent. All right. So we're going to sit on our knees. So if you need to sit on something or you need something under your feet, you can grab something. Like I usually put this under my ankles. If you can't sit on your knees, set up your chair by a table. And I'm going to bring the table and the chair out in a minute to show you. But first, I want to get into this position for everybody who's on the floor. Spread your knees. Get grounded. All right? Feel your sit bones. Relax onto your feet. Stay with your breath. And if you're sitting on the chair, do the same thing. Sit at the edge of the chair. Sit up nice and tall. Feel your sit bones. Stay with your breath. And really, let's do some Kegel exercises on the next exhale, right? So inhale, you are drawing the energy up. Exhale, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Nice and slow. Keep the latch in the back of the throat closed halfway. Hear that noise. It's important to continue to hear that noise throughout the practice. That way you know you're staying with your breath. And a wave is a really great thing to stay connected to. It's made of water and it's flowy. So, bring that water element into your healing by staying with your breath. All right. If you have a table, everybody who's on the floor, stay on the floor. Stay with your breath. Keep doing the Kegel exercises. On the exhale. On the inhale, relax the pelvic floor, draw the energy up, and then on the exhale, Kegel exercises. Really starting to feel the pelvic floor, become aware of it. All right, so if you're at a table, what you want to do when we go down into this next pose is you want to put your hands on the edge of the table like this and bring your head down to the table, right? And you put your chair far away from the table so that your back can flatten. And if your back can't flatten, you can be a little closer, and little by little you'll flatten your back, especially if you do the more times a day, 3, 4, 5 times a day, right? You can really flatten your back. But keep your elbows out to the side, keep your forehead relaxed on your hands, and that's how you can do the next pose we're going to do. All right, so again, doing it all on the exhale. So those of you on the floor, on the next exhale, you can finish with the Kegel exercises. Put one hand on top of the other, and exhale, come down in between your thighs. Spread your legs a little bit, right? If you're sitting in a chair, also spread your legs, and breathe, and relax, and flatten your back, right? That's the goal. Keep your elbows right out to the side in a perfect triangle. Stay with your breath. Getting heavier and heavier. Nice deep belly breath still. Keeping that latch in the back of the throat closed halfway. Just sinking with every exhale. Getting your chest closer and closer to the floor. Making sure that if you're on the floor, make sure your weight is back on your butt, right? Your weight isn't forward. Your weight is back. You're just resting your head and flattening your back on the floor. All right, on the next exhale, we're going to lift our head for a minute. Bring your elbows in, and we're going to do some self-massage, right? So you want to drop your head back on the floor or on the table, but you want to go ahead and pinch around your neck and shoulders. Stay with your breath, right? So you can do 2 hands, one on top of the other. You can pinch on each side, all around the back, but really you want to keep that head relaxed and stay with your breath. The harder you pinch and massage, the more of those little tissues that cause that pain will get broken up, right? So stay with your breath, release them with the exhale. Go all up and down your neck and shoulders. Whew, and then slowly coming back up, and stop and do your head. And rub it really good and hard. Stay with your breath. Excellent. All right. So those of you who are on the chair can get on the floor now, and those who are on the floor, we can go ahead and lay down on the floor. All right. So stay with your breath as you move around. Maintain to that connection that you've made during this practice. All right. Laying flat. Put your hands on your belly or out to the sides if you can already take your deep belly breaths. Keep the latch in the back of the throat closed halfway. Connect with that sound of that wave. Feel your weight of your body against the floor. Getting heavier and heavier. Making sure your tongue and jaws relaxed, your third eye, your eyelids, right? Your toes, your feet, your knees, your hands and fingers. Just staying with that deep breath. Feeling the weight of your body against the floor. And then on the next exhale, let's bring our knees up to our chest. Hold one knee with each hand. As you inhale, give your belly a little room. Exhale, draw your knees into you. Make sure your feet are relaxed, legs are relaxed, shoulders. Breathe. Inhale deeply into the belly. Exhale, draw the knees in. Good. Fill it up and let it go. Fill it up and let it go. If you want to wiggle a little bit, that's fine. Just stay with your breath, whatever you do. You move around, and then keep your knees up. Let your hands fall to the side, arms wide open. Relax, palms up. Breathe. We're going to massage the lower back by doing small circles, using only your ab muscles to lift your butt, going around your tailbone. Don't use your hands, don't use your shoulders, don't use your feet to hop up. Everything is relaxed. Focus only on this core, up and around. Up and around. Breathe. Feel that really nice massage against the tailbone, right? So good for sciatic. Breathing deeply, drawing that energy up. Fill yourself up and then exhale, let it go. Going in a nice flow up and around that tailbone. Lift your butt. Lift your butt. Good. Stay with your breath. And then slowly coming to a stop, and let's go the other way. Stay with the breath. Up and around. Using only those lower ab muscles to lift it up. Close your eyes if you can and just relax and really focus your energy on two areas of your body, your tailbone and your lower abs. Stay with your breath. And then slowly coming to a stop, crossing our feet, thighs open, and let them down to the floor. Breathe. Root chakra is wide open. Draw in that healing earth energy from Mother Earth and really just be in awe. Grateful. Graciously inhaling the life force energy that flows through us. Grateful of our awareness with this connection. Being open to receiving from this source, the higher power, all that is, the quantum realm. Just being open to receiving. Recross the legs, stay with the breath. Just noticing this side a little bit different stretch than the other side. And then going through your body checklist, making sure your jaw and your tongue are relaxed. If you want to put your earbuds in, you can go ahead and do that. Stay with your breath as you're moving around. If thoughts come into your mind, you can use the mantra, inhaling healing energy, exhaling everything that doesn't serve me. So if you stay with your breath and thoughts are coming in, as you inhale, you just say, inhaling healing energy, exhaling everything that doesn't serve me. And every time thoughts come in, you just go back to your mantra. It's your self-hypnosis. You're inhaling healing energy, you're exhaling everything that doesn't serve you. Eventually, you'll just be with the breath. No more mantras will be necessary. And then you'll feel your divine or spiritual or even scientific connection. And really bringing the awareness of the floor beneath you into your breath. Bringing the alignment into your body. Feeling the weight of your body against the floor. And straightening your legs out now and getting really comfortable. If you need to put a bolster underneath your knees, that's fine. Stay with your breath, get comfortable, grounded. Palms either up and open to receiving, out to the sides, or on your belly. Tongue relaxed, jaw relaxed, third eye relaxed, and just slowly moving the energy from the root chakra to the crown. Bringing your awareness to the third eye. Close your eyes and just see the white light in between the eyebrows. That intuition and inspiration is there. Stay with your breath. Draw it up into the third eye. Be aware of the connection between the root chakra and the third eye as you breathe. And then bring your awareness just 2 or 3 inches in front of your third eye, to the energy field that surrounds you. Staying with the breath, getting heavier and heavier with every exhale. Becoming a little more aware now of the energy of the space you're in. Even with your eyes closed, you're just feeling the space, being grateful to have it. Breathing in graciously, grateful for everything we have. And expanding the awareness now to the building or the house you're in. Letting it get bigger and bigger to your neighborhood, your block. Staying with the breath and sending love out beyond your space, into the town you're in. As you exhale, just breathe it out. And as you inhale, breathe all that love right back in through the body. Fill yourself up with it, and then exhale it. Let's expand it to the state we're in, to everyone, without judgment, in total acceptance, unconditional love. And then spreading that awareness out to the whole country. Everybody needs love and healing energy, so just send it out with your breath from the Pacific Ocean to the Atlantic Ocean. Send some love to the oceans and to the countries that are north and south of us. Just breathing in deeply, slowly, filling yourself up with that life force energy and sending healing all around the world, to Mother Earth and all the people. Staying with your breath, feeling that connection. Let's go a little bit further out now into this universe and see our beautiful Earth below. The sun shining brightly in the blue oceans and the greens, and just staying with the breath and sending healing energy down to beautiful Mother Earth. Breathing in gratitude for the space that she holds for us. And let's connect with all the stars and the planets of our solar system and just bring in all that energy twinkling and tingling into the body as we inhale. And then going beyond to the darkness, the field of pure potentiality, the quantum realm. Staying with the breath, connecting with all that is. Expanding the heart chakra, so big and open to receiving and giving love and sharing. Looking back down now to earth, going back to our little space, kind of like a Google Zoom map. Stay with your breath and just go back to your little space, your little dot on earth where you are. Coming back into yourself. Stay with your breath. Becoming aware of your weight of your body against the floor. If thoughts come into your mind, just go back to your mantra. there's no hurry to get up. Just take a moment and notice what you're feeling. Before you move too much, stretch a little, twist your wrists and ankles. Stay with your breath as you kind of come back into your body. Just being aware of the sounds and the feelings of the vibrations. Yes, sexual energy and creative energy, one in the same. Exactly. That is the truth, right? So we can harness our sexual energy to create whatever we want. And I learned how to do that with my healing practice. I harnessed my sexual energy to use my healing, and I had sexual abuse as a child, so it was perfect for me to have to go through that. And it's not easy, right? When you're laying here in these deep states of meditation, things may come up for you. When you're doing the backstroke, when you're doing, on your hands and knees, things may come up for you, and that's what happens as we go through the healing process. So it's really good to be aware of our healing process, and that's why I started, the first intro class was saying it's important to know the chakra system. If you understand the chakra system, then you can really understand what kind of work you need to do, whether it's physical or emotional. So again, I want to just thank you all for coming and sharing your beautiful energy with me. I am so grateful. I decided to do this class another week because people keep showing up, and it keeps showing. I have like between 30 and 50 views on this class. So I'm going to believe that the reach of the class is up to like 400 and 500s, but the views is up to like between 30 and 50. So I'm going to believe that between 30 and 50 people are coming here every day to watch this. And so I'm going to keep going next week, and we'll see how it goes. But if you have any questions, or if you want me to share any kind of techniques for any certain specific things, next week we're going to do it Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. All right, this week we did Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Next week, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Same time, 3:45 for the intro, 4 o'clock for the class. And we're going to do the same thing. And share with me if there's any chakras you want me to address, or any issues, that you want me to, have some techniques for, or if you have any problems doing it on a table or with a chair, don't hesitate to reach out. I have opened kind of the practice back up now to help others, and so I'm doing some private sessions with social distancing, and also some tele-sessions. So if anybody needs help with anything, please don't hesitate to reach out, and I'll be more than happy to help you. And I love you all. So have a great weekend. Enjoy this beautiful weather. Finally is warm. I love you all. Bye. Thanks for all the love and the hearts.